boy, as I sneak by the camera. Hi, I'm Beck Lane. This is Catalyst and Company. Catalyst and Company, where we're trying to help get each other on a better road, on a better path than we were with my old channel, Studio 120. Now, yesterday, excuse me, I did a video in here, which is my bedroom / storage room, garage. Once was the garage, now is my bedroom and storage room. I was talking about the AC unit that I have and how great it is and how comfortable I am in my little hermity cave that I've made here, and how much I love. I don't know if I mentioned this, but how much I really love laying on my bed at night, watching Netflix on the computer, and being surrounded by all my artwork. I do know that one of the things I talked about was wrapping the paintings and how I kind of have them color-coded, where the paintings that are in that are wrapped in paper mean that I have some work to do, and it could just mean that I have to put hangers on the back, or the paper could mean that I have to hangers on the back or do the sides, but for the most part it's putting hangers on the back, or maybe I want to look at the front again. That maybe I feel it's slightly deficient and needs to be touched up just a bit. The things that are wrapped in plastic, they're completely finished and they're ready for sale and for shipping. And we talked about how, you know, me going through this process and hopefully suggesting to you that you go through the process of really finishing up your artwork and packaging it shows it some respect. It shows respect for your talent, for your efforts, and for the artwork as well. But yesterday we had a hurricane here in Sarasota, and I am so glad that I went through. It took me 10 days, almost 2 weeks to get the whole job done, get almost everything wrapped, get as much wrapped as I did, whether in paper or in plastic, get it signed, get it hanger ready, blah, blah, blah. I'm so glad, and I'm so glad not only that I did the job, but when I had everything packed in here up against that wall, especially the garage door wall, that I had thought to organize it not just in terms of size of the canvas, but also so that the plastic wrapped paintings were on the bottom. I just did it instinctively. The plastic wrapped paintings were on the bottom or up against the wall, up against the garage wall, and I'm so glad because the hurricane hit last night, and Ilsa wasn't a big deal. It really wasn't a major hurricane. I've lived through much worse on Cape Cod than here in Sarasota. But what happened is, because that is a garage door that does lift up, and I had it up most of the day today, water did seep underneath, and it soaked up, if you can see it, my little carpet. I have a really beautiful carpet that some friends gave me. It's about $4,000 carpet that they just said, here, you know, we don't want this, would you like it? And I'm like, perfect. I took it, but there was water that came in and soaked up about a foot of the carpeting. I'm laying in bed last night watching something on Amazon or Netflix, and I went, oh my God, what if water is coming underneath? And I laid there and I said, oh, you're being paranoid, you're being silly. And I went, what if you're not being silly? Turns out I was not being silly. It was a thing. The carpet was soaked. And so I started picking up the paintings, and of course nothing in plastic was damaged. I did have one painting that was wrapped in paper, and one end of it was wet. The painting did not get damaged. And because I had moved everything too, I was like, I got to see it and hold it, and I took the paper off, and I was like, oh, it didn't get damaged at all. Whereas if I had just continued to lay there in bed, we could have had problems today, tomorrow, next week, next month. So today I had as I said, the garage door open. I soaked up, I have a rug cleaner, so I soaked up all the extra water. It was very stinky, so I washed the rug, and now it's back there drying. It's a very heavy wool rug, so this is going to take 2 or 3 days to dry. But I'm so proud of myself right now that, you know, I went through all the steps prior to moving here to make sure that the work is protected, because the work, the paintings, my work as an artist is the single most important thing in my immediate life. I mean, I have a grandson, obviously, Max. Grammy loves you so much. Grammy loves you to the moon and back, honey. Grammy loves you bigger than the whole sky. I love my son. I love my daughter-in-law. I like my cat. Let's just leave it at that. He's okay. But the artwork is the reason I'm here on Earth. Producing the artwork, developing the artwork is the reason I am here on Earth. So I have to show it respect. I have to protect it. I have to take care of it. And so about 11 o'clock last night, I was up moving things away from the car, away from the garage door, and pulled out my little bookcase, and lo and behold, if I hadn't done the plastic wrap, if I hadn't done the paper wrap, if I hadn't gotten my lazy butt out of bed, we would have had major issues today. So I'm really, really excited. So really think about taking on the large job of protecting your artwork. If this is what you want to do, if this is who you want to be, let's all make a commitment to protect our artwork. It is who we are. It is who we want to be. It is our life's purpose. Well, for some of us anyway. So that's my little duty-do today. And I think that was it. I was hoping to do more of a studio video today, but then this opportunity popped up. We now, by the way, have sandbags outside the garage door, so hopefully we won't have that issue again. I actually kind of expected to wake up in 6 inches of water today. Didn't happen. Didn't happen. But now I'm a little squished in with my artwork. It's a little tight in here. That's the doodads. I think that's really all I wanted to talk about today. There may have been something else, but who knows? Really, this has been my whole day. So I'm Beck Lane. This is Catalyst and Company, formerly Studio 120. If you'd like to help support Catalyst and Company, all the links are down below, including a link to Patreon. Patreon, where you can supply monthly support for as low as $5 a month. TeePublic, where you can buy images of my work printed on t-shirts, mugs, tote bags, all kinds of things. Oh, and yesterday on my schedule, just like today is YouTube and Patreon day, yesterday on my schedule was TeePublic day. I did start working out some new designs to post on TeePublic, so you'll have those. So anyway, you can support through Patreon, TeePublic, tips through Cash App, and the links are down below, or PayPal. Or if you'd like to help me to get some paint, which is always awesome. And let's keep in mind, when people do help me buy paint, when people do help support this channel, some of that goes out to other artists and goes out to other artists, homeless artists, and some of the homeless we have here in Sarasota. Okay? That's it. I'm Beck Lane. This is once again Catalyst and Company. And here we go, Carrie. Mirror, mirror, mirror. Boink.